All right, y'all, as you can see, the sun is setting behind me. It's a beautiful Tennessee afternoon, and we are going to talk about my kayak that I purchased for $100 with intentions on catching some fish. Now, I have indeed purchased everything else I need for this, including this camera and microphone setup. I did not want to risk dropping my phone in the lake, so the way I had it rigged up to record the first video is just not going to work for me for recording in the future. And I actually purchased this camera off Amazon, and it took it over a week to get here with the accessories. The camera's been here for a while, but I've been waiting on accessories for about a week. So that's why this video is taking so long to get out. But now that we're set up with a camera, when we get a good day and the good weather at the lake we're going to fish at, we're going to take this boat out. But I don't want to talk about the kayak today because I didn't really talk about it too much in the previous video. This is a Sun Dolphin Aruba 8. It is not a fancy kayak. It's not a big kayak. It is about the bare minimum that a grown adult can use. I was going to say comfortably. Let's be real, this is not a comfortable kayak. This is not something I'm going to enjoy fishing out of too much. I'm going to enjoy fishing out of it because I love doing it, and I love kayak fishing, so I'm going to enjoy it a bit in that regard. But in the instance of it being comfortable all day, it's not really going to be most comfortable because my legs are a bit long for this 8-foot kayak. Actually, once I get my feet down in there, they're kind of like twisted a little bit down here in the end. So it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but our goal was not comfort. It was, can we get a kayak that gets us on the water with the rod and reel, fishing license, everything we need to go fishing for under $200? And we have succeeded in that regard. I'm going to talk you through that today in today's video. This is less than $200 right here as you see it. What we paid for everything, we're going to walk through it here now. The kayak came with a paddle. I bought it from a guy. The kayak I bought from a guy on a local selling network, LSN. He had it for sale for like $150, whatever. I offered him $100. He took it. Super simple kayak. If you've seen the first video, you know I talked about it a little bit then. But $100 for the kayak and the paddle. Nothing crazy, nothing special. It's got a 260-pound weight capacity. So it's barely gonna haul us around with hardly anything in there, because you have to remember that includes the weight of the kayak. So we're not going to be getting around in this thing too awful much without having issues. But it's just enough for us to be okay and comfortable, and that's all I was worried about. So the kayak itself, $100, nothing crazy, nothing too outlandish. Definitely not a fishing kayak, but I have fished out of it some on the pond here at the house. I've not been able to get out on the lake too much just yet, but I have fished on it some at the pond on the house. It's done fine. So let's walk through whatever else we've got for our money. We have here the world's worst, most uncomfortable life jacket, but it will save your life in the event you fall over. It will float you. It's Coast Guard approved. It's just not what I would it's not me approved. It's not what I would wear all the time. I keep some of these on my boat just as extras. You know, $15 life jacket, nothing crazy here, but that factors into your cost. So we're at $100 for a kayak. We got a $15 life jacket. We're going to use red worms when we go fishing. Just live red worms you can buy at Walmart, like $4 or $5 for this little thing. We'll put $4 in our cost for that. And then the most favorite purchase I've made, and what started this whole series actually, is this little guy right here. This is an ultralight ugly stick that I purchased for $13 at my local Walmart. It's a 5'6" ultralight action ugly stick rod and reel combo. It did not come with line on it, so the line's going to add to the cost as well. But for what I've got in this thing, it's awesome. This time of year, Walmart does a lot of sales on fishing gear, so you can buy things for super cheap. And you can see we've got these little 16th ounce jig heads here. This is what we're going to be fishing with, and those are about $3 to $4 a pack. And then we've got 4-pound monofilament line, just a real simple, cheap line. I think I paid $5 for a spool of that stuff. But that is the setup that we're going to take to a local lake, which has lots of yellow perch. It's got some bluegill, crappie. I think they said they're stocking it with walleye. We got bass. I've seen people catch catfish over there, but we're not going to be chasing catfish with this rod and reel. Let's be realistic. What we're probably going to do is go catch some yellow perch and have a really good time with this little kayak. It's a super popular kayak and lake. It's not that big of a lake. It's like 90 acres, I think, or 100-acre lake. It's not really big at all. We're not going to get in much trouble on that water is what I'm saying. But the grand total of what we have here in this kayak as it sits ready to fish is, I added it all up just before we started recording and I have lost it. Okay, so let's add it up together. We got 100 for the kayak. Okay, we got 15 for the life jacket. We got, we'll say, $5 for worms, just to make it simple rounded math. We got 13 in the rod and reel. We got $5 excuse me, $5 in the line. We got $3 in hooks. And we also have, I think it's $33 for the minimum fishing license here in Tennessee, so we're going to add that in there too. Brings us up to $174 total for a fishing setup that's going to get us out on the water, away from the bank, and having a blast. I did not need this kayak to do so. I have a boat, but I thought it would be really cool to take a little cheap kayak and just see what we could do this year with it. You know, I'm going to use it throughout the year this year some. When I'm not using it, my oldest daughter has already claimed it. She said this is her kayak. She loves it. So I'm not too terribly concerned. It's going to get its uses this year, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to go catch some fish. I've got some rivers to float with it. I've already got some things planned. I'm real excited here, but this is just, I wanted to go over my budget kayak setup. This is exactly how this thing came to me. I've not done anything to the kayak. I've not done anything to anything else. I've just got the most basic stuff, and we're going to take this basic equipment and go catch fish and have a good time. So hope y'all enjoyed today's video. As soon as the weather breaks here in Tennessee, I don't know if it's windy, if you can hear it or not. We're supposed to get some serious storms this evening, and then it's going to get really cold for a few days. So once it gets warm back up, once I get some good weather and I'm not working, I'm going to go ahead and go take this kayak to the lake, and you'll be seeing that video. Hopefully we catch some fish. I fished that lake a couple of weeks ago, caught 2 yellow perch, nothing crazy, you know, so it's kind of hit or miss right now this time of year, that lake, but I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one where we are going to be fishing hopefully somewhere. Thank you. Have a great day.